The dangers of eating canned food. A large amount of food that is found in supermarkets is canned. Would seem that it is very normal and healthy. However, several studies show that this material generates a toxic component that is harmful to your health. Learn about the dangers of eating canned food in the following article. Cans have a special covering made with bisphenol A resins. Remembering the name of this is not important. What you should know is that it accumulates in the body and its effects are not good at all. A study by Harvard University revealed that people that ate canned soup for 5 consecutive days had a large quantity of bisphenol A in their urine. They then measured the levels for 5 more days without the consumption of the canned soup, and this substance was not found. Is bisphenol toxic? Bisphenol A, BPA, is studied by many scientists. A publication by the Medical Association Journal indicates that this component is used to produce plastic, resin, and cans. A report done in the United States showed high levels of BPA in babies, children, and fetuses. Canada was the first country in the world to declare it as a toxic substance. The European Union followed, where they prohibited this product from being used to produce baby bottles. However, BPA resin is still being used in other products, as is the case in the covering of metal cans where food and drinks are placed. There is still not enough evidence to know the harmful effects of bisphenol A accumulation in the body. Animal testing has shown alarming results. For example, they know that BPA is an endocrine disruptor, which means it can alter the operation of the hormonal system. It is linked to diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, and obesity. So, the problem is not so much what the cans contain, although you should also pay attention to that, but rather the contact the food has with bisphenol A. Thanks to certain experiments, scientists are doing whatever it takes so that BPA is eliminated from canned products, or even so that food in cans that contain BPA is not sold. Risks of canned food. Apart from cans, BPA is found in plastic and vacuum packaged food. The only packaging or containers that are saved from it are glass or paper. Have you thought about how the taste of food changes according to how it's packaged? Synthetic chemical products that are used to package, store, and process food are silent enemies. Nobody knows what they are consuming and what it can do to your health, or your family's health. The majority of these components don't do anything, which is why it can be filtered in food with no problem. People that eat a lot of canned food are more susceptible to being exposed to these substances that, as we mentioned before, cause obesity, hormonal changes, cardiac problems, and diabetes. The truth is that there is not a lot that is known about this or about the crucial stages inside the body. What's confirmed is that cans contain popular toxic substances like formaldehyde, known among scientists as carcinogenic. It is also found in plastic bottles, in lesser quantities. The danger of tuna cans. There is no doubt that canned tuna is one of the most consumed foods because you don't have to cook it and you can add it to any recipe. The benefits of fish, which contain omega-3 fatty acids and phosphorus, are left behind because of the mercury that the cans contain. Mercury is a metal with toxic effects that harm the nervous system. Apart from being present in cans, in some areas where they fish for certain species of fish, the water also contains it. It can increase your risk of suffering from heart attacks, neurosensory changes, interferences in neurological development, in the case of fetuses, etc. The risk of aluminum can covering. The majority of cans that are used to store food and are sold in supermarkets have a plastic packaging, also known as epoxide resin, that is applied on the outside. This procedure is done to prevent foods from reacting and their acids from eroding the material. The idea is for cans to last a long time, which is why they have a circular form and they put this covering on. Can poisoning, an old problem. If you think that the canned food problem is new, you should learn about the story of John Franklin's fateful expedition to the Arctic, where many members of the ship's crew died from eating canned food. They found this out many years later from different studies. The cause was lead poisoning, which they used to seal the cans for conservation. Although this story may be a myth and the procedures of storing food have changed, it's good to know that the problem with canned food is not new.